We're beyond the pale. We're in the music room, and we're going to play some fun music for you guys.
Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of his own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back. Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of his own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back.
Lonesome day and a lonesome night. I thought I heard a pretty girl say, you chord all night and you sleep next day. Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back. Said the raven as she flew, if I was a young one I'd get two, one for to fetch and the other for throw, and I'd have strings from a fiddle and bow. Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back. Kalamazoo, he don't give no yes I do. First to the left and then to the right, this old mill's runs day and night. Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back. Same old man working at the mill. Mill turns around of its own free will, with his hand in the hopper and the other in the sack. Ladies step forward and the gents fall back.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Well, that was a traditional American folk song with some Irish tunes thrown in the middle of it. So it was recorded a long time ago by lots of people. But I don't know how old it is. Maybe over 100 years old, I suppose. Anyway, what's next?
Well, the next one is the title song of our new CD, Wantin' Something More. And it's a song that I wrote after hurriedly trying to get out of the Texas heat and landing in the Rocky Mountains and opening the door that morning and going, wow, I want this. I want more space in my life to enjoy things like this. So it's just a little, if you want more, you got to give up some stuff. It's called Wanting Something More.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sinking in the gloom, feeling kind of bored. You got to make a little room if you want something more.
what you hanging on to? Yesterday's out the door, you gotta let it all go. If you want some more, you can only take one breath at a time. The wind only blows one way. All that stuff you're dragging around is past, it don't need to stay. What you waiting for now? It's bubbling out of your core. Know what you gotta do if you want some more. Wanna make a change? Launch your boat from the shore. You gotta wind your range if you want some more. One breath at a time, the wind only blows one way. All that stuff you're dragging around is past, no need to stay. You're sinking in the gloom, feeling kinda bored. You gotta make a little room if you want some more. What you hanging on to? Yesterday's out the door. You gotta let it all go if you want some more. Life working you? Words of wisdom come to mind. To thine own self be true. What you waiting for now? Bubbling out of your core. Know what you gotta do if you want some more. Wanna make a change? Launch your boat from the shore. You gotta wind your range if you want some more. Gotta make a little room if you want some more. You gotta let it all go if you want some more. Thank you.
Well, this next song is a song I wrote after we played a gig a year or two ago on St. Patrick's Day, and an Irishman told me this story about a jailbreak. So it seems that there were some Irish rebels in the 1860s that were arrested and sent to a prison in Fremantle, Australia, way on the west coast, the middle of nowhere. And one of them escaped by jumping on an American whaling ship. He was working outside the prison, and he ended up in Boston, and he couldn't help thinking about his buddies back in jail, so he found some other folks, and they bought another whaling ship called the Catalpa, and they sailed it down to Australia and busted their buddies out of jail. So it really happened. It's a true story. It's called, so this song is called Catalpa Rescue, named after the ship that they used. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We were transported, we 62, our crime rebellion, our hopes were few. I was a soldier, O'Reilly was my name, locked up in Fremantle prison, 10,000 miles from home. I yearned for freedom more than I feared the rope. We worked outside the walls that gave me cause for hope. I swam and boarded the whaling ship Gazelle. Those Yankee whalers saved me from Fremantle's hell. Catalpa rescue from New Bedford, we set sail to free our brothers from Fremantle jail. We are all soldiers of the fearless Clan na Gael. We dare not falter, tyranny will not prevail. I sailed to Boston was free it seemed. But visions of my brothers in chains haunted my dreams. I met John Devoy, a Fenian like me. We vowed we'd sail back to Australia and set our brothers free. On good ship Catalpa, we sailed halfway around the world. With bloody hands we rode, their cannonballs they heard. 6 Fenian captives worked outside the walls. We rescued them in our whaleboats, in a vicious squall. Catalpa rescued from New Bedford, we set sail to free our brothers from Fremantle jail. We are all soldiers of the fearless clan Nagale. We dare not falter, tyranny will not prevail. Though pursued by Britannia on the waves, our lust for freedom gave us strength to cheat the grave. We beat the Royal Navy at her game and lived to sail away across the Australian main. Catalpa rescue from New Bedford, we set sail to free our brothers from Fremantle jail. We are all soldiers of the fearless clan Nagale. We dare not falter, tyranny did not prevail. Thank you.
This is a traditional song. Actually, it's probably, I don't know, maybe English in origin, but it's a pirate song. So many pirates out there, you go, arg. Or out there in Facebook land, arg. Anyway, it's a different kind of pirate song. It's about a woman and some pirates. It's called Maid on the Shore.
There was a fair maid and she lived all alone. She lived all alone on the shore. No one could she find for to calm her sweet mind. So she wandered alone on the shore, shore, shore. She wandered alone on the shore.
There was a brave captain who sailed a fine ship, and the weather leaned steady and fair. I shall die, Mr. Captain did cry, if I can't have that maid on the shore, shore, shore. I can't have that maid on the shore.
After many persuasions, they brought her on board, placed her down in his cabin below. She sang to them sweetly, so soft and completely. She sang captain and sailors to sleep, sleep, sleep. She sang captain and sailors to sleep. Oh. She robbed them of jewels, she robbed them of wealth, she robbed them of costly fine faro. The captain's broadsword she used as an oar.
rode her way back to the shore, shore, shore. She rode her way back to the shore.
My men, they were mad, and me men, they were sad. They were deeply sunk down in despair, oh, to see her go away with her booty so gay, with her rings and her things and fine fair, oh, her rings and her things and fine fair, oh.
Be so sad and sunk down in despair, for you should have known me before. Oh, I sang you to sleep and I robbed you of well. And again I'm a maid on the shore, shore, shore. Again I'm a maid on the shore. Oh.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this next song I wrote and kind of to honor John Delaney over here, who grew up in Albany, New York, and he grew up with a name like Delaney as one of 6 children in a very Irish Catholic family, and he told me stories. I didn't grow up as a Catholic, but he told me all these stories about how the nuns were not very nice to him sometimes, but he probably deserved. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. And, there were steel rulers. He was left-handed, so that didn't bode well back in those days, right? So then it still doesn't. But additionally, his family had his mother put a nightlight of the Sacred Heart, the Jesus with the bleeding Sacred Heart in his room, and it terrified him when he was a child. So all these things. But he embraced his Catholicism anyway, but he got really distressed when when the Pope several years ago decided that limbo was not part of Catholicism anymore. There was heaven, hell, purgatory, and limbo, and they kicked limbo out for some reason. But and when John was younger, he said he used to escape to limbo in his head. He thought that would be a kind of a cool place to be. So he wanted to write the Pope and tell him to save limbo. So that's what this song is called, Saving Limbo. Are we ready? Yep. Well, I grew up Catholic in Albany. They taught me catechism, math, and poetry. They did their best to teach me wrong from right. Well, Sister Frances and Sister Marjorie, with their steel rulers and their rosaries, had intentions to fill my soul with pride. If I was good, then heaven was reward, but if I was bad, then hell's the word, and purgatory was only a holding place. Well, heaven and hell and purgatory, they don't have that same sweet glory as limbo. It's the only place to be. At night I prayed to save my soul by the Sacred Heart lamp's crimson glow. My thoughts were full of the sins I did that day, but I could climb inside my head as I lay dreaming in my cozy bed, and no one else could come to where I lay. I have my happy place when trouble comes to me, my own private cosmic therapy. As a sinner, I learned to find a cure. Well, I just set my arms akimbo and send myself away to limbo, where I feel my spirit start to free. Limbo, limbo, where I watch my sins go. Oh, limbo, your home, sweet home to me. is gone, my religion is a different song. I work real hard and I'm raising a family. I teach them the truth and love's the way to live a good life and how to pray. And that limbo was a pretty fine place to be. But now I hear the Pope is trying to do away with my own place where I go to play. I'll have to find a new kind of therapy. Well, I'll petition the saints and the Vatican to save limbo for all women and men, 'cause limbo, it's the only place for me.
Limbo, 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 your home sweet home to me. Oh, limbo, you set my spirit free. Oh, limbo, your home sweet home to me.
Thank you. All right.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves individually?
Oh, sure.
And if there's a website that our
Yes.
viewers can go to, you can let them know what that is too.
Okay.
John, you start down there.
I'm John Delaney from Denton.
All right. I'm Besty Cummings. I live in Fort Worth.
Christy McLeod, I live in Garland.
I'm Gordon McLeod. I live with Christy.
And our website is beyond-the-pale.com. And Pale, and there's a whole meaning about that we can talk about later. And our Facebook page is Beyond the Pale, Texas.
Great. Nice. You want?
Want to intro the next one?
Oh, yeah. It's a set of tunes, some Irish jigs, and it's coming on St. Patrick's Day and Irish festivals next weekend, so it's appropriate we do some jigs. And this first.
Of course.
Yeah, we are going to be there. Yes, we will. We'll be there playing Saturday and Sunday.
We've been there every year for about 27 years.
Great.
North Texas Irish Fest at
Irish
Dallas
Fest.
Fair Park.
Great
John
party.
Delaney's paid everyone.
Yeah, he has played everyone. Since he,
There's only two of us left.
since 1983. Wow. Yeah. He's preserved well.
That's right.
Okay. So yeah, this next set of tunes are some jigs. The first one I wrote, I was inspired by, I come from a rock and roll background, and I was inspired by Tommy, the rock opera Tommy by The Who. And so some of this, jig-like sounds like the overture from Tommy. So see if you can figure it out if you know it, all right? It's called the Tommy Jigs, and then it goes into a couple more sets.
Dan Murphy's and the Four Post of the Bed.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for saying that.
This next song is one that I wrote after Irish Fest one year. We were out with some Irish musicians, and we were of all places down in Deep Ellum in Dallas, which is a pretty interesting place to take some Irish folks. They liked it. It was very authentic.
Especially those people.
Yes, particularly they liked it a lot. But it's about two pretty well-known Irish musicians, Tommy O'Sullivan and Paddy Keenan, who are friends of ours. And Tommy's a wonderful balladeer and just sings the soulful songs of Ireland and the wonderful people there. And Paddy Keenan is an uilleann piper, but he's from the traveller tradition in Ireland, and he's moved around a lot. And I think he's met with some tough things from here and there. And we were talking that night after the Irish Fest, and he said, I said, how do you just keep going on and on? It's just such a hard life traveling around and playing music. He goes, well, I don't play the music. I just play me heart. The music plays me. And I thought, wow, that's just here in Adair's and Deep Ellum. That's such a prophetic thing to say. And I just couldn't get that out of my head. And so I wrote this song inspired by Paddy Keenan and Tommy O'Sullivan called The Music Plays Me.
Traveled around, playing his music from town to town. Didn't know where it came from, he didn't know the parts. The music's just there, it comes from the heart. The world's just a dot, he said, spinning in air. Sometimes it feels like nobody cares. Sometimes it feels like they'll eat you alive. Yet through it all, the music survives. He said it's not about talent or art. I don't play the music, I play my heart. It all comes so natural, the music comes free. I don't play the music plays me. I don't play the music plays me. I met a man who sang me a song of joys and of sorrows his whole life long. He sang some for money, sometimes he sang free. He said the music is the spirit in me. Singing songs about loving and leaving the land, people and places and things that were grand. Songs have a power, the spirit ascends. The gift of the music is there without end. Keep the faith, hold your head up high. Feel earthbound, keep your eye on the sky. Everything matters, no matter how small. And you give voice to us all. He said it's not about talent or art. I don't play the music, I play my heart. It all comes so natural, the music comes free. I don't play the music plays me. I don't play the music plays me.
Thank you. Gordon's going to have to change instruments again because we're going to do a song. I know.
Just the way I am.
These guys just play. Betsy and I, we play drums, we play guitar, and accordion. We keep it simple, but they, you know, and they've got even more that they play.
I'm impressed. I really am.
So this is a song that Gordon wrote called Sligo, which is a county on the western side of Ireland, on the coast. And we went up there and we had a wonderful exploration on top of Mount Knocknarea, which is a beautiful mountain there. And it looks like it's a cupcake with a cherry on top until you get up on top of it and you realize these are stones that have been carried some 300 miles because they don't exist in that part of the country. And it's where the warrior goddess Maeve is supposedly buried, protecting Ireland from invaders from the sea.
That's it. So we have a little Irish reel in the middle of it for you called the Collier's Reel. I'm sure you all know it. Okay, here we go.
If you know it. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Going up to Sligo, gonna climb Mount Knocknarea. Wanna conjure up a double rainbow, just like we did that day. Sligo, from your mountain looking down, I can feel your hills and valleys, hear your sounds. I can wonder at the stones piled on this mound. Oh, Sligo. Climbing up to Carrickeel, gonna slip under a stone. Let the sunrise on the equinox set fire to our bones. Sligo, from your mountain looking down, I can feel your hills and valleys, hear your sounds. I can wonder at these dolmens' hallowed ground. Oh, Sligo. Sunstorm on the ocean, blowing up the spring. 10,000 years of mystery splashes on our face, splashes on our face. Well, I'm going up to Sligo. I'm gonna climb up on Maeve's Mound, hear the crashing of the ocean, see her strike the hammer down. Sligo, from your mountain looking down, I can feel your hills and valleys, hear your sounds. I can wonder at the stones piled on this mound. Thank you. Now we're going to change the instrument again. We only have one input up here, so.
You just keep it loose. You just keep it really loose. A lot of people have a tendency to want to play it like that, and you just. For those of us who are old enough, if you remember shaking a thermometer down, now you just put a strip on somebody's head or whoop or But we used to have to shake that mercury down, right? And you always use that's how somebody taught me how to do that hand motion. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. They have a lot of those frame drums at the Irish Festival too. They are traditionally played in Irish music. So yeah. Okay. Well, the next song is not one that I wrote, but it's very, very, very old. We don't even know how old it is, but it's one of those that originated in the British Isles somewhere and had probably like 52 verses. Made its way across the Atlantic, went to the Appalachian Mountains, and found a home there. There's many versions of it. This one is called Sweet William's Ghost, and I'm not doing 52 verses. You can actually tell the story, and faster than that. It's like So this is a story about a woman who's visited by a man in the middle of the night, and he turns out to be a ghost. And and he wasn't a very nice person. He left a lot of women stranded, and tried to get her, but she outwitted him. So this is called Sweet William's Ghost.
Are you my father, the king, she said, or are you my brother John? Or are you my true love, sweet William, from England newly come? No, I'm not your father, the king, nor am I your brother John, but I am your true love, sweet William, from England newly come. Give to me, Lady Marjorie, your faith and charity. Oh, give to me your faith and trust as once I gave to thee. Oh, I'll not give you my faith and troth as once I gave to thee, until I've a kiss of your ruby lips and you come lay down by me. But my lips, they are so bitter, and my breath it is so strong, and if you would a kiss of them, your time would not be long. Oh, the cocks they crow, Lady Marjorie, and the cocks they crow again, and it's time the dead must leave the quick. Marjorie, I must be gone. Well, she followed him high, she followed him low, till they came to a churchyard. A grave it did open up, sweet William he lay down. Well, what are these three things, sweet William, that stand here by your head? They're the three maidens, Marjorie, that I promised for to wed. Then what are these three things, sweet William, that stand here by your side? They're the three babes of the three maidens I promised for to wed. Then what are these three things, sweet William, that stand here by your feet? They're the hounds of hell, Lady Marjorie, who pray my soul to keep. Then she took up her lily white hand, she struck him in the breast, saying, take with you me faith and troth, I wish your soul to rest.
Well, I think it's time that we do some polkas.
Yeah.
This is going to be our last thing of the evening.
Is it an open dance?
Yes.
Oh, please.
Right here on the dance floor.
Yeah, there's lots of
We
room.
can make a
Lots of
little
room to
room right
polka,
here.
right? Lots of room.
We love to get people up to dance. That's one of my favorite things to do. But we want to thank Randy and Helen Treadway for having us here in the music room.
Reno, too, because he does everything back there.
Yes. Reno,
Thank you.
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. And it's just really great to come out here. It's so cozy and fun, and we always meet new people that we haven't, had the chance to meet. We make new friends. We like it. And again, we're Beyond the Pale at beyondthe-pale.com.
That's also the name
We
of our
really,
band.
and that's also the name of our band.
You know,
And
it's
if you want to know what that means, we can tell you all about that later. But these are some polkas that are Śliwlukra polkas. They're not like polkas you've ever heard before. We'll just-
Śliwlukra is like an area in the southwest of Ireland where they do lots of these kind of dances. And we learned these one night in a town in that region called Abbeyfield, where some friends of ours were living, and we were playing music and had a great time, people dancing. So this is dance music for sure. They're not like anything else you heard. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
y'all so much. Thank you folks out at Facebook Land.
I've got a request of you guys.
Okay.
Why don't y'all come back the week before Irish Fest every year and do
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Every year, just do a Tuesday before
We'd love
Irish
to.
Fest.
Yeah.
We'd love to.
Certainly topical.
Good
You know.
advertising.
Yeah. We greatly appreciate that.
Well,
Thank you.
I'll
That's
put
a
you
very
on the
generous
calendar
offer.
for next year. Give me the Irish Festival dates and we'll do
Yep.
it.
Okay.
I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
And it is ntif.org is the website to find out .org
Yep.
to find out the information about Irish Fest this coming weekend.
Right.
And it's all inside except for the rock stage. So.
Yep.
Betsy will be out on the rock stage with her other band, Skeleton
I play in
McKee.
another band as well. So yeah. Yeah, I
Those
play.
of you watching on YouTube later on this, remember that the interview is going to be over there on YouTube, not on Facebook. So be on our page.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
One more time. Be on the
Thank you.